You are listening to the Confidence Chronicles podcast, episode number 52.
Hola, hola. It's your girl Erica from America. Welcome to the Confidence Chronicles podcast. This podcast is all about helping you stand in who you are. Stop giving a fuck what people think about you. Start reclaiming your confidence. Start standing in your fully expressed self. As you are, as is, no filter needed. You are fucking awesome. I am here to remind you I'm a confidence coach and I'm a bold stand for confidence, and I cannot wait to dig into today's episode with you. Hey, what is going down? Welcome back, my friends. How are we? I am so damn happy because I just dropped both of my kids off at childcare. Peace out, little mofos. I am so happy because I used to drive. Y'all don't even know. Some of y'all know. I used to drive. Like when I say used to, I mean like last week. Like I drive all around Melbourne, Australia to drop my children off and work. We live near the beach. Recently moved last July near the beach. Our in-laws live on the other side of town, about 47 minutes away. And the school that I was dropping my son, my eldest son, was like maybe 10 minutes in the traffic. So I was dropping my eldest son and then driving across town to the grandma's to drop the baby. And then driving into, towards the city, which is another 47 minutes to go to my office. And then, of course, I got to reverse and do it all again to pick those little kids up at, peak hour traffic. And hence my podcast, why I do this thing in the car. And I just make it happen. But it's so crazy thinking about how much driving I do. And now I can just drop two children. Like I almost cried today. I left them in one place and now I'm off to the office. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm not going to know myself. What? I have to say before we get started in today's episode, which has been highly requested, by the way, I want to say thank you. A deep thank you. And I don't have a thank you for one or two of you because of all of the amazing messages and love and beautiful, emotional messages that I got from a lot of you after listening to my life lesson series, number 4, about losing my husband. I cannot thank you enough for those of you that listened, for those of you that wrote to me. You guys, this is the power of you sharing your story. No matter how big or small, you can help other people heal their life. You can help other people feel heard and, give them a voice as well through your story. And so, the messages I got were insane. They were amazing, beautiful messages about women who have been, their husbands have, passed away and they haven't, felt like themselves. They haven't been able to heal it. They've been sad and years of sadness and years of loneliness. And, they listened to the podcast and the messages they sent me. It was just I was in tears. I cried for weeks. It was crazy, amazing, and transformational. So thank you for giving me the platform and thank you for listening because it means the world to me and it really helps me to be able to tell the story more. So thank you. Today's podcast episode is one that I get asked a lot about as a confidence coach, which is like a life coach who works on confidence only and, standing in your power and your voice and letting go of the opinion of others, stop comparing yourself, stop judging yourself, just stand in your confidence. Be who the fuck you are in the moment. That's what I do. And so it's basically life coaching and I do that for women. And I get message after message in my inbox on Facebook, on Instagram about, how do you know, I want to be a life coach. What do you recommend? I really want to help people. What's the best way? Blah, blah, blah. How did you do it? How did you do it and how can I do it? I think that's what I want to do. So this podcast is for you if you have thought that you want to be a life coach, or maybe you have identified that you want to help people. You don't know what to do, but you know that that's it. I can tell you right now, it's the best thing in the world. And it makes me so happy. Sorry, I'm putting on lipstick as I'm talking to you because I'm multitasking, y'all. It makes me so happy to hear that people want a life coach and people want to help other people. Oh my God, when I have clients that are in my office and I know that they're going to be a life coach or they want to do work around empowering and speaking and helping people, it lights me on actual fire because it's my dream. It's my dream. So here's what I have to say. I'm going to share with you my story as to how I did it. And it doesn't mean that how I did it is how you need to do it. Please, 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 please understand that. Please don't have comparison, FOMO, any of that BS, because everybody's journey is their journey. My path is not your path. And sometimes you walk your way, sometimes you walk my way, and sometimes you walk somebody else's way. Make sense? So there is no way. And all of this that I'm telling you in today's episode is my opinion. So take it as you will. You can disagree. I don't care. It's all good. But I'm going to give you my realness as I always do and what I believe to be true. And I'm going to speak to you like you were my best friend asking me, hey girl, I want to be a life coach. What do you think I should do? And I'm going to talk to you like that. Cool? So here's how it worked for me. I never ever thought I was going to be a life coach. When I was about 7 years old or 5 to 7 years old, I knew. I was like, Mom, I want to be an actress. I want to be an actress. I love it. I love it. I love it. And to this day, I still love it. And I definitely am going to dabble back into it. It's just been so hectic with the kids that I haven't had time. And acting needs time. Oh my God, does it need time? The craft of it, creating your character, stepping into a character, it takes a lot of time and energy that I right now cannot give it. So out of respect to the acting world and the art of acting, I'm not going to mess with it right now because I can't give it what it needs. So as a kid, I wanted to be an actress. And then whatever happened, I joined the army. Y'all know the story, some of you. And I ended up going to hair school and became a hairdresser. And my plan B was like, I'll do hairdressing and maybe I'll get on set and like blow dry J-Lo's hair. And then they'll need like a extra. And then I'll drop the blow dryer and I can jump into the scene. You know, like that was my plan B. So hairdressing, I really loved it because I loved making people feel pretty. Like I loved making people feel good. And that is a trait that, you know, coaches will do. They'll help people feel good. They'll help people feel better. But you also have to sit with people when they don't feel good and be okay with the negative emotion, right? So I was doing that. And then when I ended up coming to Australia and all that shit happened where like I lost my husband and, you know, broke my back and, you know, foster care and sexual abuse and child abuse and all this shit. I ended up coming to Australia and I met my husband who was my personal trainer, and he told me about his client, one of his clients who was Tanja, who was a life coach, and she was a clairvoyant life coach. And I ended up obviously dating my husband, my personal trainer. I was the sleazy client. I ended up dating my personal trainer, and you know, we got together and he was like, you really should see Tanja, she's amazing, because I told him about my life and all the shit that I had going on. And obviously the shit I had was affecting me. I had trust issues. I had anger issues. I didn't think I was good enough. I was, you know, damaged goods. I was a hurt puppy because I had been in so many shit relationships where I was not worthy, you know. So he knew what I had going on. And so when I met Tanja, I went and had a session with her, and I was praying. And I wasn't a religious person, but at the time I had found church and I was praying because I'm like, fuck this witch lady doing all this voodoo shit. Like, what is this clairvoyant, like spiritual? What is this shit? I didn't know what any of that shit was, right? So after one session, I mean, it was ridiculous. I was just like, oh my God, Pandora's box has been like, you know, cracked open. All of my shit came out. And when you work with me or you come to my masterclass, I talk about putting shit under the rug. And I had a lot of shit under the rug. A lot. My whole life was under the rug. And I was like, not right now. Not right now. Can't deal with that right now. I need to survive. Not right now. So guess what the fuck happens when you keep putting shit under there and you're like, nope, I'm good. And you're trying to smile through your teeth, but you got tears in your eyes and you can't swallow and you're like, shit. You just crack. You break down. So here we are having sessions. I'm fucking healing my shit. A lot of you ask me how that happens. It's through therapy. It's through and therapy, I don't mean like seeing a therapist, but like through talking, through doing exercises, through, you know, what I do with my clients. I take them, I guide them. And sometimes we do have to go to the past because it affects you in the now. But you are guided by a professional that knows what to do if shit hits the fan and knows how to take you where you need to go and knows how to extract the information that they need in order to help you heal. Exercises, writing, epiphanies, awareness. It's there's no one way to do it. There's so many things when it comes to coaching and healing your life. So we did a series of that. I worked with her for ages. I think I've spent 40 to 50,000. I don't know the exact number. I really need to go back and add up all the numbers because I don't want to say the wrong number. But we spent a lot of money on life coaching. I worked with her And she was amazing. We obviously became soul sisters. She's the godmother to my firstborn child. Sorry, I just dropped my headphone. She's the godmother to my firstborn. She's my bestie. I love her to death. And now she's doing work with real estate leaders. So I saw her. I got into another group. I had a business coach. Then he was like doing spiritual work. Then I found another mentor. Then we found another mentor. Then we found another group. Then we found this book, that book. We just kept going and going into the rabbit hole of awakened awareness and you know, creating all of this amazing work for ourselves. Lastly, our coach that we had, me and my husband had last, Gil, who I love, and he's not doing it either anymore, this work, but he got us onto a program for 3 months. I was seeing Gil one-on-one, and then Hamish was seeing Gil, my husband, and then we were seeing him together. We also did this with Tanja. We saw the coach together. Let me tell you, we spent a lot of money that we didn't have, number one. It's very important to tell you that, because I was a poor chick. Like, I was from the ghetto in Boston. We didn't have any money. I came to Australia with credit card debt, right? Like, I didn't have any money. Like, we didn't have like $5,000 in our savings account, you know, in our Smile account or whatever they call that shit, all those different accounts, keeping money to save it and extinguish this. No, we didn't have that. So we had money that we were creating from work, and we were spending like weekly, paycheck to paycheck, and then we had credit cards. And literally, I don't tell my clients to do this because they got to do what they got to do. But till this day, I would do it again. Like, I would get myself into debt again, and we're not in debt now, but I would get myself into debt again because of what it gave me. Working on yourself, and you guys know I did a podcast on it, working on yourself, spending money on yourself is the best fucking investment, the only investment really that's going to give you the ROI on your life. I don't know what the fuck else is. I'm sorry. Like, you working and healing your shit so that you can be a better version of yourself, so you can get better results and change your life, yourself. No one else is here to save the day but you, for yourself. Crazy. Amazing. So here we are now. We've invested. It's been how many years? Maybe 3.5, 4 years of us working on ourselves. And then me deciding, you know what? I actually think I can help people with this. I was doing styling. I was doing styling classes. I'm like, you know, styling workshops, helping women. I became a stylist, and I started doing these workshops where we'd have champagne and talk about body shapes and, you know, confidence and the inner confidence and the outer confidence. And I was really interested in the inner confidence. And finally, the year I had my second son. So my son is 19 months. So literally last year in January, so it's only been a year, a little bit over a year. Last year, we're in 2018, January. He was born October 2017. Nava was 3 months, my baby. He was 3 months old. And I was in the shower. And I said to my husband, you know what? I was working for L'Oreal, bless L'Oreal. I was working for them. On the weekend, I was doing my little masterclass styling thing. Comfortable as fuck. I'd been doing it for 5 or 6 years. And that's it. I wasn't happy. I was like, I don't want to talk about cotton and fabrics and are you an apple or a pear or what fucking piece of fruit are you? I want to talk about the inner confidence. And what I realized was it didn't matter if women had a nice outfit on. Yes, I knew how to dress your body shape. Yes, I could tell you about your body shape and what to wear to make you look thinner or taller or, you know, skinnier or whatever. But like, that didn't matter because these women will still look in the mirror and go, I'm ugly, I'm disgusting, I'm not good enough. So I'm like, fuck that. You could have Kim Kardashian's makeup artist. You could have Gucci from head to toe and you still don't think you're good enough? Nah. That ain't the external. Like, that's not your outfit's problem or your shoes or your bags or all the bullshit material. This is an inner job. Like, this is an inner problem. And I'm interested in that. And that's what I want to talk about. And I went upstairs. Nava was 3 months old. I had breastfed him, gave him to Hamish, went upstairs to have a shower. And I came in the shower, which is where all my mommy intuition comes. A lot of it comes. It was like, what do you do? What's the Queen of Confidence about? What does the Queen of Confidence do? She does confidence. She talks about confidence. She doesn't talk about clothing. She talks about confidence. She does confidence workshops. She does confidence masterclasses. And I was like, bing, done. I ran downstairs. I'm like, honey, I think I'm done with the styling. Like, I'm literally done. I had an event that I was selling tickets to in February. It was January. And I remember saying to my husband, I'm going to refund the ladies who bought tickets because these events were selling out now. Like, it was already on copy and paste autopilot. It was rocking, but it was so comfortable. And that was it. And I said, I'm going to refund these women. I do not want to talk about fucking cotton anymore or any kind of styling thing. I am not going to do it. I'm going to talk just confidence and I'm going to refund them. And he's like, okay. He was a bit scared, but he's like, yeah, I think you're right. I think you're onto something. And I said to him, I'm not going to work again for L'Oreal. I'm just going to do this. And I'm going to do my business, my coaching, my confidence coaching. I'm going to help women to stand in their power and be who they are and, reclaim their confidence and blah, blah, blah. And he's freaking out now because we just had a baby. He's 3 months, second baby. We bought a new car. I'm about to quit my job where I'm making like 80 or 90 grand a year. And, or I'm saying I'm not going to go back because I was on not mat leave, but I was a contractor. So my contract was finished. But I'm like, I'm not going to go back. And he's just like shaking now. Like, oh my God, what the fuck are you doing? So I did my first event. I called all my ladies, refunded everybody. They're like, listen, I want to come to a confidence masterclass because I can't really wear clothing that I want to wear unless I'm feeling confident, right? And I was like, oh, thank you, universe. So people started saying yes. I started doing this. And then I launched my coaching business March. So how I did that, this is the main thing. My husband said to me, okay, you're going to do this. I said, I don't know if I know what I'm doing. Do you think I need to go to school? He's like, honey, how much money have you spent working on your shit? How much have you healed your story? Like literally the results you're getting in your life is because of the work that you've done and who you've hired and all your mentors and they've taught you everything. Teach the women what you're going to teach them. And I was kind of like, fuck, he's right. Like in my heart, I knew that I didn't need to go to school. And in my heart, I knew that the piece of paper that I was seeking was going to just give me this fake external validation. Now, I say that to you, not to say to you, don't go to school. Just do what you can. No, honey. No. I say that to you because that was my journey. That was how it worked out for me. It just so happened. It doesn't work out like that for everybody. It just so happened to work out like that, right? Please don't be one of those people that they read a book and now they're a fucking life coach. Oh my God, please don't do that. Please don't do that. We invested so much money that, remember, we didn't have it. Meaning, we backed the fucking shit out of ourselves with money we didn't have. We went all in with credit cards and loans and bullshit. And I'm not telling you to do that, but what I'm saying is, if you haven't spent money, like money on healing yourself, money on your own mentors, for yourself, not to learn, but just to fucking fix your own shit. And believe me, you got shit. We all got shit. And if you haven't fixed your shit, you haven't opened up your wallet to let somebody in to help you, how in the fuck are you going to help somebody else? That's what I want to know. You're not. You're not going to charge right. Your price is going to be low as hell. You're going to give it away. And you're going to have scarcity issues. Because money is an energy exchange. And if you haven't put the time and energy into growing yourself and investing in you, you don't have the energy putting output for someone else to go, ooh, that person's invested. I feel them. I'm going to invest in them. You energetically are pushing them away because you didn't do it. So how are you going to make that happen? So it's like you saying, I haven't healed my anxiety. I'm going to help somebody heal their anxiety. It doesn't work like that. Have you healed your anxiety? And how can you help someone with theirs if you haven't? Does that make sense? I am not saying you have to be perfect. I am nowhere near perfect. There's still a bunch of shit that I'm working on, especially around motherhood, right? But in regards to confidence, boom, tick, done. In regards to not giving a fuck what people think, done. In regards to I don't compare myself to someone else, I'm not judging myself, done. The awareness level is ridiculous. Like, I'm going to spend money on myself all the time to work on my shit. I'm constantly reading, constantly growing. I'm on it. Done. So when I ask someone to spend $3,000 to one-on-one work with me, you better believe that I back that myself. I know what it's worth. And I know what it feels like to pull your savings or your credit card out and pay for that. So I feel them. I'm like, girl, I got you. I feel you. And I give it up to you for investing in yourself. The best decision you ever fucking made. Are you ready? Let's work. I'm not over here feeling bad or feeling sorry for charging them, which a lot of coaches who don't do their own work and don't price accordingly and don't invest in themselves and don't go to school, that's what happens. They're in fucking scarcity and there's no clients. Or they attract shit clients because they themselves are in this bubble of you are what you attract. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So that's how it worked out for me. I ended up having my first client for free. Good old Lisa. I love you, girl. And I said, Lisa, I want to do this. I don't know if I'm going to be good at this. I feel like I am, but because I don't know, can you be my first client? And is there anything I can help you with? She had a lot of shit I could help her with. So she was my first client, which I did for free for 3 months. Hamish was like, why don't you try your program on her and see how you go? Killed it, you guys. Like, killed it. Like, this chick actually changed her whole fucking life in this time that we worked together. And it was the best testimonial. It was amazing. It was enough for me to go, all right, now, boom, let's go. And in those 3 months, I read, I researched, I worked, I got programs, I sat with my coach and said, can you bless me? Can you hand the torch over? Do you think I can do this? Are you kidding me? Yes, you got this. Here's what I could give you. Boom, boom, boom. She handed over some things to me so that I understood my processes and things and contracts and shit like that. And you need insurance and, hooked me up. And then some of the things she gave me I didn't use. And I made my own stuff up. But it was beautiful. And it was done to me the proper way, right? And of course, I look back now and I go, you were always meant to be a coach, Erica, you silly rabbit. Of course. Of course, that's what the world was preparing you for and your story was preparing you for. Fucking of course. That's why I'm so raw, real, and vulnerable. And I say shit how it is. Because there's no filter, baby. This is it. If this is my flavor. You don't like it? Go to the next fucking ice cream shop. There's plenty. 7 billion motherfuckers on the planet. I don't have to be your person. But you get what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you really need to be real with yourself and go, have I done the work on myself? So coaches out there, or if you want to be a coach, and if you are a coach and you're not attracting anybody, ask yourself why. Are you being vulnerable? Are you sharing more? Are you talking about your story? Now, if you haven't been to a school, listen up, please. If you have not been to a coaching school, and I don't mean a 1 day fucking course or a weekend $300 course. No, that shit's not a school. If you have not been to a proper coaching school, or you have not spent money, a significant amount of money and time healing yourself, please stop. Please. And this is my opinion. Nobody else is going to say this shit to you, but I will. In service of you, I will say this to you. Please don't trip. Please don't fuck yourself over and be another one of those people out there that picks up a book and thinks for some fucking privilege that they're a life coach. You ain't a fucking life coach. I'm sorry to tell you that. It is not regulated. This industry is not regulated, which is awesome, but also dangerous. It's a double-edged sword. If it was regulated, I would probably need to go to school, get a certain degree, have a piece of paper to be able to practice. And all the women I've helped, I wouldn't be able to have helped, right? But also on the flip side, here's this 21-year-old who knows fucking nothing about marriage, life, children, because they've never been married and they have no children, and they're calling themselves a marriage fucking coach. And it's dangerous because how are you going to help somebody when you haven't lived it or experienced it or have no knowledge, have no formal education or even informal education on this? So here's what I say to you, my friend, as a service to you. If you want to be a life coach, the best thing you can do is fix your shit. Invest in yourself. Fucking heal your life. What problems do you have going on? What stories are you going to be able to sit across from the table from your client or over Zoom or over the phone and say, my love, I feel you. That happened to me and I was there. And here's how I overcame it. And here's what I did. And here's what really helped me. I feel you. I see you. I hear you. How are you going to do that? If you can't do that, please trust me and believe that you are not going to be able to attract the abundance and the massive amount of clientele into your office or into your practice. It's a fucking job that is not for everyone. There is a massive responsibility when it comes to being a life coach or a therapist or a counselor. Massive. Like huge. And it makes me so happy that you are interested in it. But my invitation is do it the right way. If you're looking for a school, and by the way, this is not a post, I'm not affiliated, I just fucking think she is amazing. And if I ever was going to go to school, I would go to her school. If my best friend asked me, what coaching school do you recommend? If my mother, if my son, if my husband, I would recommend them. The Life Coach School by Brooke Castillo. I talk about her a lot because her podcast is amazing and I love her. Brooke Castillo is a big mentor of mine. Her school, I just purchased one of her programs. And she's just so integral. She's so integral. She's got so much integrity in what she does. She is the best. She's got the best life coach school out there. So if you want to do it, you can go to Texas or you can do it online. They just opened an online version. So if you're in Australia, the UK, wherever you are, the life coach school is the school I would choose. 1,000,000%. The other way is I would still, even if you go to school, I would still pay a coach, sit with a coach, like someone like me, a coach, sit with someone, pay them, have sessions, and work on yourself. Work on your shit. Heal all of your shit. Because I guarantee you that you will be able to attract and manifest more clientele. You'll have a story to tell them about how you healed yours and how you totally get and understand them. And that means so much to people you don't understand. I'm telling you what, when you come to my event and I play you my live video and people are crying and they're like, fuck, she feels me. She feels me because I've healed it and I understand what it's like. And I'm over here on the other side trying to tell you that there's a better way to live. There's a better way to be. You can heal all your shit. And you can help other people do the same, but you have to have done it first. That's in my opinion. Other people may not tell you that, but I will. It's my responsibility. Do not be one of those life coaches that picks up a book, does a weekend course, and thinks all of a sudden you're going to charge $5,000 and clients are going to be fucking knocking down your door. Honey, no. No. Please don't do that to yourself. So the best way is to go to school, heal your shit, and then tell people about your story. Just document. Gary Vee talks about it all the time. You don't have to create it. You can just document. You can just document what you did, document your life, document how it's helped you, document what it's meant to you. I'm telling you, it's so fucking powerful. It's amazing. And you'll be able to help so many more people by doing so. What is this man doing? So my friends, I'm going to leave you with that one. I hope that this podcast has served you. I get literally 6 to 8 messages a day about life coaching and being a life coach. For a long time, I wanted to go to Tony Robbins school. But then when I really researched and found out about Brooke, I was like, nah, this is the jam. And look, there's going to be things that you don't agree with people. There's going to be things that you don't use. You know, some coaches teach processes and models and things that they use. You can use them or not. It doesn't matter. It's about getting the proper training and knowing how to deal with people and knowing how to coach. Coaching is, even now, I coach my kids, right? Like, I don't tell them off. I coach them. Me and my husband coach each other. It becomes a form of communication. It becomes how you do everything. It becomes how you speak, how you connect, how you chat. Like, it's so powerful if you know how to do it properly. So I'm sending you so damn much love. I love you. I love you. I love you. I hope that this served you. Please let me know what you think about it. If you have any questions, hit me up on the podcast. I am about to go into a full day of coaching, and I'm about to do a podcast myself with my homegirl, Angela. By the way, if you have not listened to Angela Gallo's podcast, I don't know what you're doing with yourself. Go and check her out. It's called Slaying the Status Quo in Total Effing Style. It's on Anchor. It's on Spotify. It's on iTunes. Angela Gallo, Gallo. She's amazing. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much for listening. I so appreciate your time, your ears, your support, your love, your questions. Please connect. You can head over to Instagram at The Queen of Confidence or Facebook at The Queen of Confidence and hit me up. Or if you're not on Facebook or Instagram, email me, y'all. My email is erica@thequeenofconfidence.com. I cannot wait to hear from you. I thank you. I love you. This podcast is for you. Go out there and be great, y'all.